Hi, let's continue our discussion of control systems by looking at yet another human control system. And in this case, I'm looking at a video recording. And let's assume that we are shooting a movie. Okay. And here's the cameraman who is holding a video camera, and he's recording a scene, and the scene is not just in one place but it is moving. Okay, so the cameraman has to move along with the scene so that he gets the proper shot. But and you can imagine that the block diagram, if you really think about the control aspects of this kind of video recording, it would be in some sense similar to the uh, control systems that we looked at before in case of the boat steering. But let's add an additional complication here. Let's say this cameraman does not, as he's moving his camera, he has to negotiate an irregular terrain. So the place that he's moving is not smooth. So let's say it goes up and down. So as the cameraman is moving, somehow he needs to stabilize his camera, right? Otherwise, you would have the camera moving up and down all the time. Now, that may be good for some movies, and I'm sure you have watched some movies where the camera is shaking and it's kind of used by the director to convey something. But in general, you want your shot to be stable. You want to be able to look and focus at what is happening in the scene without actually the camera moving up and down. Okay, so this person is trying to stabilize as he's moving, and as he knows that he's going up and down, he's trying to keep the camera as stable as he can. So could we draw a block diagram of this aspect? So here's an idea. So again, there is a desired scene direction, right, that the cameraman has in his head, and he knows that his camera is facing in a certain direction. And as the actors or the scene moves, he wants to move his camera so that the direction remains the same. So he compares it, he makes a decision, and he moves with respect to that. But as he is moving, there is a disturbance in the system due to the irregular terrain. So not only has he to negotiate this difference between the scene direction and the camera direction, but he also has to negotiate this disturbance due to the irregular terrain. And so when he's making a decision here, his decision is not only about keeping the camera direction the same as the scene direction, but it is also about reducing this disturbance, right? So you can see that the control system is more complicated. And what we will see is that this human control system has analogs in automatic control system as well. So when you build a control system to control a certain parameter, you can have disturbances in it. And you want to make sure that these disturbances do not affect um, your output, and somehow the effect of those disturbances are reduced.